Last year Kyle and I had a great battle. I mean, if they threw that caution, but there's no telling what would have happened if we'd have raced back to the checkered flag. That was, that was headed to being a great race. And I like going to Daytona. That racetrack is, until they repave it, it's going to be, by far the best restrictor plate track we have. Because it gets slippery and bumpy, and you have to use the setup to to run well. And I like that place a lot.
Very cool race. The July race in Daytona, it's not the 500, but it's still Daytona. And, a neat time of the year. The night race is always special. I think the cars look so cool under the lights. It's, that's a lot of lights on that track. That's a big track to light up. And, just a very cool weekend and a very important weekend of the country anyway. So, to be racing at one of the coolest racetrack on the circuit, where it all started, it's only fitting that we're there. So.
And I said earlier how we struggle everywhere. The only places I really have are Bristol, Richmond, and Daytona. That's all we really have. So that's where our cars really run strong. So I'm looking forward to Daytona next week. Hopefully, we can stay out of mayhem and just have a good solid run there. But our cars really drive well there. They might bounce a lot and look terrible, but for some reason they're fast and they still grip good. And it should be a good race for us.
Well, out of all the drafting races, I think the most demanding on all of us will be the July 4 race. Just the way the track is very slick there in the heat. The lights come out, everyone gets a bit crazy. So we all expect that to be a very tough race just to survive through. My personal take on it is just to try to make it to the end. Probably the similar format to what I did there in the 500. Just hang back a little bit, let the laps tick over, just wait for my time to really get off in there, and hopefully when the time is right to go in, that I've got enough skill and fortitude to make it stick.
It's, in some ways it's, it's not the Daytona 500, and so I want to be careful and choose my words correctly, but in some ways it's the better of the two races. It's shorter. It's hotter and slicker, so handling is more key factor than it is in February, and I like all those aspects of it. And now we're throwing in double file restarts. Couldn't possibly get any more crazy than that. So I'm expecting a great show.